Hello there, my name is Kirsten Falk. I've been wanting to do this for a while and I've just never gotten off my lazy butt and done it. But I wanted to do a little tutorial of how to talk like Donald Duck. And hopefully Brian Hull will see this. And Brian, you do wonderful with all your impressions. I'm very impressed, except for your Donald. I can tell you're doing your Donald here. Donald Duck has nothing to do with here. It's all right here or here, depending on how you want to do it. So the way it works, I've seen lots of tutorials and they all talk about putting your tongue up against your mouth, and then I don't do that. So if you can do this, kind of sounds like a horse. What you are doing is there is where your teeth go. I don't know what the technical term for it, but in the back part of your mouth, I'm trying to hold my phone while doing this. In the back part, right here where I'm touching, where your teeth aren't, there's a flap of skin there in between that. You are trying to run air. You are trying to blow the air over there to whichever side you can do the horse sound. So, and I don't know if everyone can do it. Some people might have a little bit more skin there, so it is allowed to vibrate. But I think with training, everyone can do it. Now, it's one thing to be able to do the quack. And that takes a little bit of practice. But that's pretty easy to do. If you can do it well, you can start doing it louder. And that is the basis of what you're trying to do. If you are doing the Donald Duck voice and it hurts, you're doing it wrong. Stop. If you're shoving your tongue up against the roof of your mouth, I guess if that works for you, it doesn't work for me. I don't do any of that.
So, what you're allowed to do is basically you're gonna talk through one side of your mouth. That's why it's a little hard to understand.
So, I don't know if you got that, but basically you're going to talk through one side of your mouth. That's why he's a little bit hard to understand. You can, if you've got enough skill, you can talk through both sides of your mouth, and then you sound evil.
I'm going to swallow your soul.
You know, it doesn't work. It doubles the noise percussion, and it's really hard. I can do the noise, but I can't do it independently from my right side. I use my left side. You do it whatever way you do, and makes it easy. It takes an awful lot of practice, but basically you are just blowing your air around right here, and you're reverberating behind where your teeth go. That's a little flap of skin, and you get this part jiggling, and that's what allows you to do the So, and I gotta edit this part out. But if you just practice with it, I've been able to do it since I was a little kid. I wasn't able to start talking until I really started practicing.
I know what to do whenever I want, and it doesn't matter. Wah, 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 wah.
And you could say all sorts of funny things like,
Oh, yeah, Billy, wah.
but I'm trying to keep this family friendly. So, but you can say all sorts of fun things. It makes people laugh. It makes people giggle. It amazes children that they're just like, you're Donald Duck. That's the coolest thing ever. But it's equally impressive at parties and stuff like that because you can entertain all sorts of people and they're very easily amused, and it's great. It's funny. So this is something I just wanted to do. If anyone wants to hear anything specific, hit me up. Thanks. And I just wanted to add, depending on how you hold your jaw, if you're able to kind of tighten your jaw up, you can change the pitch.
So, I sound like this. It sounds like Donald Duck. Hi, everybody, I'm Donald Duck.
If you kind of tighten it up,
How do you want to, Donald?
you can kind of do the boys. the old school 60, 40s to 60s boys, not the DuckTales boys, because they actually had, I don't know how to do their voice. That I think is a vocal thing to get that kind of gravelly, scratchy thing. And then the new DuckTales is just the boys have normal voices. They don't emulate Donald in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, if you could think of anything I missed that you want to see or hear me say certain things, hit me up. Thanks. And as a side note, I'd like to self-promote. I got my wife on Pimp My Ride many years ago, and we still have her car, and I'm doing a kind of where are they now update on the cars that I know about and about her car and our experience and everything else. So if you remember Pimp My Ride from the early 2000s and have any inkling to watch anything about that, I'm working on that, and I have a Patreon set up, so I'd appreciate any support, because I'll use that towards better reporting and maybe see if I can actually go find some of the cars in person. All right, thank you. One thing that I've always found is fun to do is do Donald Duck as a car impression. And then he hits nitrous.
Bet you won't touch that button. Check it out.